Alright, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakodash. Double honors unto the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that rule well. And Shalom to the 144,000 elect men of the nation of Israel and the rest of the elect that are destined to be saved. I'm the brother Kalab from the GMS London Forecasters Camp, coming back at you with another lesson. This is just a quick one. So I just wanted to say a few things about the encounter that happened at the camp yesterday. As many of you probably saw, we had Vocab Malone run up on us and ambush us yesterday while we was holding camp. Now, you know, the elder brothers in the camp were dealing with him, and I was pretty much just reading scriptures. I was just reading, and it happened to be the case that I was the one who was told to call the police first on him. So I stepped aside to contact the police to inform them that we were being harassed and whatnot. And came back to camp. You know, we continued to defend the gospel against him. But during this time, I happened to want to use the bathroom, but I didn't want to leave because I was waiting for the police to come, and I was thinking to myself, well, I want to be there when they come, so that when they say, okay, who made the call, I can be like, yeah, I made the call, X, Y, and Z, blah, 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 blah. But it so happened that police never came. Or they did come, but they done a U-turn, and they turned their siren on and drove in the other direction. Make of that what you will. But the fact of the matter is, we kept dealing with him, and you know, it got to the point where I think he knew that he wasn't going to get the victory. He kind of looked defeated. And then he said something about, oh, well, it's time for me to go. And then he started trying to be all nice, saying, oh, we can, you know, we can go out for fish and chips together, all this kind of rubbish. We shut that down. We weren't dealing with him on that in any way. And then he changed his angle. He started saying, oh, I kind of need some help. I need to know how to get to Stratford from here. I don't know how to get there. And the brother Yurami, who was dealing with him, he could have told him to fuck off and you know, just fuck off. But he was actually reasonable to him, and he said, look, which way did you come? And Vocab looked like he had to try and calculate. He said, Finsbury something. So the brother said, well, to get to Stratford from Finsbury Park, you go this way, get to the station, you have to take a train to Walthamstow, and then from Walthamstow you have to get a bus. He said, I don't know which number bus, but when you get there, you can ask someone and they'll tell you. He dealt with him reasonably, but then Vocab was, you know, he said he had to leave, and the last scripture I brought out on him before he left was this one. Let me bring it out, because just to show you what I was thinking. The last scripture brought out on him was, I read this. It was 2 John 1 and verse 10. It says, if there come any unto you and bring not this doctrine, receive him not into your house, neither bid him Godspeed. For he that biddeth him Godspeed is a partaker of his evil deeds. So he was trying to say, oh yeah, you know, God bless you guys, whatever, but we weren't having it. You know, we brought that scripture out on him, and he left with his 2 henchmen who he had with him, who were filming the whole thing, and they seemed to leave. So we kept teaching for a minute. Police still didn't arrive. This is hours after having called them. And it got to the point where I thought, well, fuck it, if the police come now, what's the point? He's already gone. Yeah, situation's done. I don't need to be here. I excused myself to go to the bathroom. Now, I took off my garment and I started to walk further down, and there's sort of like a junction where it's like 3 roads kind of collide. There's a junction there on the corner, and as I was walking, I was making my way to go into the park to use the public toilet, and I was kind of just in my thoughts processing what was going on, and there was a white car parked at that junction, and it had blacked out windows. Didn't think anything of it at first, but as I got closer to it, the back window wound down and Vocab Malone was sitting in there, And he looks at me and he goes, God bless you, Caleb. And I was kind of taken back by that, because I think, first of all, how does he know my name? I mean, I didn't have any direct interaction with him when we were teaching. It was the older brothers in the camp who were actually speaking to him. I was just reading. So first of all, I thought, how the hell does this guy know my name? And then I kind of like, I just kind of looked at him. I didn't really respond. I didn't say anything because I just read that scripture. Just read it again. If there come any unto you, this is 2 John 1:10. If there come any unto you and bring not this doctrine, receive him not into your house, neither bid him Godspeed. For he that biddeth him Godspeed is a partaker of his evil deeds. So he ran down that back window and said, God bless you, Caleb. I'm not about to turn around and say, oh yeah, God bless you, Vocab. No, fuck him, man. We just read that scripture and that was fresh in my mind. So I kind of looked at him in disgust and just ignored him and walked on. But as I kept walking, I thought to myself, hang on a minute, what's going on here? He was just making noise about, oh, I need to find out how to get to Stratford from here via public transport. And the brothers were telling him how to get there via public transport. But yet here he is, sitting in the back seat of a car with blacked out windows. And he winds down the back window. What does that say? That says, well, clearly he's got someone who's chauffeuring him around. Someone's driving him from A to B. So why would he be asking questions about how to get to Stratford on public transport? It was all bullshit. It was all bullshit. And this is why, we're dealing with a devil. What is it? Sirach 12:10, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. All those pleasantries, which we told him, look, we don't want to deal with your pleasantries. All those pleasantries is just a facade, because really, this is just my personal thought on it. It seemed to me like he was kind of information gathering, because when he said to me, God bless you, Caleb, I looked at him and he was looking at me, but he said it with kind of like a sinister undertone, as if to say, yeah, I know who you are. Not that that scares me, because I'm not scared of him and his cronies or whatever. But it was said with that kind of like, yeah, I know who you are kind of thing. So he's trying to gather, intel. Okay, this brother, this is him. This is his name. That's him. That's his name. He's trying to pick up intel. And so while he didn't get the victory in terms of defeating us in the scriptures, he was still doing his information gathering. And as I said, all that pleasantry talk about, oh yeah, I need to get here, blah, blah.